Cheryl Alvarado here, and today's video is called Kings Have Land, People, Servants, Armies, and Laws. Jesus, Yeshua, is the King of Kings. He is a king. He's our king. And Israel is his land, given to his people by covenant. Israel is his people. We are grafted in. We are his people too. We are grafted in by the blood of the Lamb. We are God's servants. Paul, a servant of Jesus Christ, Romans 1:1. And James, a servant of God, James 1:1. And Simon Peter, a servant and an apostle of Jesus Christ, 2 Peter 1:1. And Jude, the servant of Jesus Christ, Jude 1:1. Revelation 1:1, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must come to pass shortly, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Romans 6:16, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether unto sin unto death, or of obedience unto righteousness. We are King Jesus' people, and we obey him, we serve him. Jesus, Yeshua, is Lord of hosts, Lord over angel armies, commander-in-chief, and his angels obey his commandments. And he gave us commandments too, to obey his word. King Jesus, his word is his law. He did not come to abolish his law, his word. In Matthew 5:17, he said, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. He fulfilled at least 100 prophecies of the Old Testament with his first coming. And with his second coming, he will fulfill many more. We, his people who are bought by the blood of the Lamb, we are not under the law. We are not above the law, but we obey him. We obey him because we love him, because he has saved us by his blood. We obey his word, his law, his commandments. And we reign in life by his word. We reign in life by his laws. God's commandments, his laws, are very important to him. It is a sign that we love him when we keep his commandments. Let's look at 10 scriptures from the New Testament and 2 great commandments. So, Hebrews 8:10 says, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts. He's going to write his laws in our hearts. That's Hebrews 8:10. This is New Testament. And Romans 7:12 says, wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good. Then Matthew 5:17 says, do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish, but to fulfill them. Then Matthew 5:18 says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. And we know that all is not fulfilled, because he's going to fulfill the second coming when he comes for us. Hallelujah. So we know that all is not fulfilled, and not one jot or one tittle shall pass from the law until all be fulfilled. And Matthew 5:19 says, whosoever therefore shall break one of the least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. John 5:3. 1 John 5:3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Romans 13:10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. And God's people are still keeping his commandments, and and the faith of Jesus in the book of Revelations. Revelations 12:17 says, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God, and have the testimony of Jesus Christ." Revelation 14:12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus, the faith of Yeshua. And the two great commandments, Matthew 22:37. "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment." Matthew 22:39. "And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." Matthew 22:40. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Not part of the law, but all the law and the prophets. They hang on those two commandments. Romans 6:1 and 2. "What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid." Romans 6:14 and 15. "For sin shall not have dominion over you. For ye are not under the law, but under grace. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid." Yeshua said, all the law and the prophets hang on the two great commandments. God is love, and all his laws, all his commandments hang on his two great commandments of either loving God or loving one another. And he said in Matthew 5:18, "Not one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled." Okay, and then we read in Hosea 4:6, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children." God takes it very serious. He takes his law very serious. God's commandments are very important to him. And in 1 Peter 2:9, it says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people." A royal priesthood, a kingly priesthood. So we are a kingly priesthood. And he's saying in Hosea 4:6 that because we have forgotten the law, his law, that he will forget our children. But believe it or not, 2 of God's 10 commandments were changed. Therefore, God's people have forgotten 2 of God's 10 commandments. The Catholic Church claims that they changed the 4th commandment, and that this change is a sign of her ecclesiastic power. There is also many others that have been changed too, many other things. But specifically, there are 2 of God's 10 commandments that were changed and that God's people have forgotten. I encourage you to watch my next videos, because it will explain both of those 2 commandments that have been changed. And until then, go to www.benotfaithless.com. That's www.benotfaithless.com, and check out the videos there and the information there, because it shows some of what has been changed, and it's so important. God bless you. Have a great day. God bless you. Love you. Cheryl.